Hey guys, and welcome to the second part of the 5-day challenge. So yesterday it was all about understanding who your program is actually for, what your program actually includes, and getting some videos and pictures. So hopefully you've been able to do that yesterday, or you can go and do it today. So go and get some nice pictures of your clients smiling, some good videos of them working out, and make sure they kind of follow the rules that we talked about yesterday in yesterday's training. Today we're going to actually learn how to write the Facebook ad copy, and we're going to learn about the application form process, because what we like to do is we like to get people's name, email address and phone numbers from the Facebook ad, and then we send them straight into an application form. So today's training is going to cover both of those. Okay, so let's jump straight into day 2 of the simple formula to 5 clients in the first 7 days of January. So today it's time to get creative, okay, because yesterday we looked at who these ads are going to be for. We got to really nail down what your programs included, and hopefully you've gone away and got some images and videos. If you haven't got those, today is your perfect time to go and get those ready for tomorrow. So if you've done all that, then now jump in. If you haven't done that yet, go back to yesterday's training, get all that done, then jump straight in. So the Facebook ads are known as direct call out ads, okay? It's a form of interruptive advertising where it stops people in their tracks. They're scrolling through Facebook, then they see an ad that catches their attention. So it's called interruptive advertising because they weren't expecting to be wanting to look for this certain type of product or purchase or whatever it is you're trying to sell. So it really needs to stand out. So they're scrolling through their feed and something catches their attention that makes it stand out. And then it quickly needs to hit a certain pain, or it needs to talk to them really quickly by calling out to that specific person to really make them want to read more. So examples of this would be, we are looking for over 30s in a certain area, let's say. Women of a certain area, calling all over 30s in a certain area. Do you live in a certain area? Because you're calling out to a specific type of audience straight away, which they're going to read. It's going to catch their attention and make them want to read further down, see what this post or advert is all about. By doing it, you're going to get them and qualify them straight away, because if they're not over 30 in a certain area, then they'll just scroll past it. But if they are over 30 in that certain area, then they'll be like, yeah, that sounds like me. Let's read on to see what this is about. So these are great examples of the headline that you would use. And then we move into 2 different types of writing them, okay? You can do program specific. So yesterday we talked about the program, which was the purpose, length, what's included, the price and the name and all that type of stuff. So when you write a program specific advert, you talk about some of these things in the ad. So for example, you're going to get PT led sessions focusing on all the key areas such as the belly, bum and legs. You're going to get 43 sessions a week to fit perfectly around your busy life. We're going to give you a 21-day simple and tasty nutrition system that the whole family can join in with, and even a 10-year-old could really help you prepare. We're going to give you the support, accountability and motivation from a team of dedicated PTs and clients who have all been in that place you are now. So you're kind of telling them exactly what they're going to get from your program or in this advert or post. The second type of writing, or the second type of copy, would be prospect specific. So yesterday we talked about this again. We talked about frustrations, pains, worries, goals, family and desire. So we should know all these things. If you haven't done it yet, go and write all those down. And then examples of this would be reduce their clothes size and tighten their waist without having to give up their favourite foods or follow a diet. Tone up in all the right areas, particularly the belly, legs, arms, without having to spend hours in a gym. Learn how to change their nutrition habits for the better so they can continue to lose weight even after the program finishes. And finally, get back to their health and fitness and confidence, okay? So we have the headline which we talked about. We're looking for over 30s in a certain area who are looking to, and then you would list all these down. Really simple, okay? So you've either got program specifics, which talks about the program, or you've got the prospect specifics, which talks about the prospects. But there are a few rules that you really need to stay aware of, because if you go against the Facebook advertising rules, your ads will get rejected really quickly and probably straight away. So the first thing we're going to talk about is no before and after pictures anywhere. This is in the ad, in the landing pages, or anywhere at all in those 2. Because the minute Facebook see a before and after picture, you're going against their rule of maybe that's not possible for every person, and it's going to get rejected. So before we do anything else, no before and after pictures anywhere. Never talk directly about the results, okay? Join this program and you're going to lose 2 stone. That's talking about results. Not everybody can potentially achieve that 2-star mark. You might be super confident in your ability, but Facebook don't agree with it, okay? They say it's not fair because not everybody can achieve that stuff. The next one comes back to the image again. Too much text. Facebook have a 20% text rule. When you get really close to that 20%, Facebook then try to downgrade your ad because it's got too much text in the image. So you want to try and keep text in the image to a minimal, but tomorrow we'll show you how to get around that type of stuff. And putting people down or talking directly about the viewer's characteristics, again, is going to shoot people down. Are you feeling low on confidence? Do you have no motivation? Are you struggling to get up the stairs? You're talking about somebody specifically and you're hitting their characteristics or putting them down. Again, this is a no-no. So make sure the stuff we've talked about for the prospect or the program specific ads don't have any of these things in. The next thing we need to really focus on is a privacy policy, okay? I can't give you my privacy policy because this is what I give to my paid members. So best thing to do is go out there, have a look where you can find some privacy policy templates, go and find the right one for you, copy it down, stick it on a Word document in, say, a Google Drive, or if you've got a website, use that one already. But we're going to need a privacy policy for tomorrow. So go and get that right away, and then you can jump straight back in and carry on with the next part of today's challenge. So next we're going to talk about application forms, okay? The application form, the minute they've put their details in, they're going to be sent to an application form. So there's two ways of doing this. You can either thank them and then tell them that they need to complete the application form, or you can just welcome them straight to the application form. So by thanking them, you'll basically say, thank you for showing interest in our program. We only take a couple of people on every 6 weeks. So the best thing to do is complete the application form and tell us a little bit more about why this program is for you. Again, make sure there's no before and after pictures on this page because Facebook will just stop that. Or you go straight in and just say, welcome to the application form. This program is for a specific bad person, blah, blah, blah. Fill in the application form and we'll get in contact with you, okay? So there's two types of ways you can open up with the application form. The biggest thing is you want to keep them questions to a minimal amount, okay? 10 is probably the max amount of questions you want to go in with. For the simple reason, when somebody jumps on this application form, because remember, we're still in the pattern interrupt section, we don't want to bombard them with 20, 30 questions, which can take them 10 minutes, quarter of an hour to do. This has got to be a 2 or 3 minute job while somebody's maybe cooking their dinner, looking after their kids, and you've got so much going on. So make sure we've got a minimal amount of questions, but you're digging for pain. You're working out the counter arguments, so you know them when they come in. So when they come in, you know their application form. They've told you certain areas. So maybe they're saying they're really struggling, but they've tried exercise before and that really helped them. So if a price question comes up in the sales pitch, then you can say, oh, but I'm sure you said that working out really helped last time. So surely you're doing workouts with us are really going to help. You're counter arguing what they've kind of said. So make sure you really get them to fill this application form in so you know a lot about them ready for that process. So the application form types, there are two application forms that are really popular out there. Typeform, which is free, but it has no thank you page. So the minute somebody fills it in, it just takes them to a typical Typeform page saying, your form's been completed, do you want to create a free Typeform? Which is not very, I wouldn't say it's very professional, but Typeform is a free form of application form, so it's a good one out there. If you want the paid version, it's really expensive, okay? So what we use is Wufoo. It's cheap, and it has a thank you page. It has a redirection page. You can pay. You can get a payment button on Wufoo. So there's loads of different types of things. So we go for Wufoo, but I know a lot of people use Typeform. So an application form example. So you're going to go for name, email, phone number, what are your main health and fitness goals over the next 6 weeks, or depending on how long your program is, you would change that there. Why is it important for you to achieve this? What have you tried in the past that has or hasn't worked? On a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you to achieve this goal? Are you prepared to invest in yourself? And can you train at least 3 times a week for at least 45 minutes? Okay. So by answering these questions, you're kind of telling them a little bit about the program, but you're really finding out a lot about this person. So by having all this information ready for the sales pitch, it's going to make it much easier. So by tomorrow, I need you to have this application form ready. You need to have your privacy policy ready, and you need to have your Facebook ad copy ready to go. Any questions at all, just drop me a message and I can shoot you some answers across. But best of luck with today's challenge, and I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.